Brian, only 3 weeks to go until the start of the new point-to-point season. You must be looking forward to it. Things are getting busy here on James Doyle's Baltimore stables.
Yeah, you're getting busy now, Davey. Obviously the fall horse are back in a good few weeks and they're all coming back into shape, and lovely bunch of horses. Have a few that had their own last year and obviously just took plenty from it, and they're back in now to have another go at it, and plenty of horses there that haven't ran but really like them, and we're looking forward to getting them out.
Plenty of 3-year-olds as well then?
Yeah, plenty of 3-year-olds, plenty of nice ones. To be fair, James done the shopping well this year and ticked all the boxes, and there's a lovely bunch of horses there. Sales were competitive again, but not delighted with what he came home with anyhow.
September as well, it's great to see 3-year-olds so forward and schooling so well, as I've seen this morning.
Yeah, no, that's it. They're done so well for sales nowadays, so it's very easy. You know, they come back and they're very level-headed, and they're after taking everything in, and you know, it's just a few weeks driving, and they've loads of handling done already, so it makes life a lot easier for us. And yeah,
absolutely. Tell us where it all started, Brian. How did you get into horses at first?
Sure, my father, there was actually a good story behind it. He used to be a smoker when he was younger, Brian Dunleavy, and he gave up the fags, but he wanted to take something on for giving up the fags, so he bought a mare called Knockakyo Lady, and she went in training with a local trainer called Sean O'Brien down in Kilworth.
Oh yeah.
And she was good mare. They had plenty of fun out of her, place a few times on the track, and he really got a bite for it. Then he's a real point-to-point man through and through. He loves going to the point-to-points every weekend, and I suppose from there on then it was a real itch going to the races and seeing our mare running and going to the point-to-points every weekend. And I had a few ponies at home then, along with two of my brothers who also used to ride them. We used to venture up the woods and around the roads on the ponies after school every day. So from there then it was just part of my life then, from then on.
Pony racing started then? That's
yeah,
the obvious.
I done pony racing. I done about 3 years of pony club before with the West Waterfords, and it's one thing I'll never regret doing anyway, just to get the basics of horsemanship and just learning all the things that you have to know. Anywhere from putting a bridle on correctly to putting the saddle on correctly, you know, and just the nitty gritty bits. I done that for a few years and I loved it, but it still wasn't anything close to the speed or the
adrenaline rush.
No, so I took up horse and pony racing then. I had 2 ponies at home that I used to ride out every day after school, and my mother and father were very good to drag me all over the country every weekend then, just like many others. But it was great grounding and met a lot of good people doing it. I was very lucky to meet Liam Healy doing it, Joey Sheridan and many other great people that have stuck by me since, and definitely kept me on straight and narrow.
You grew up with Joey Sheridan and Liam's son Sean Healy then as well?
Yeah, the 3 of us are very friendly. We're still very friendly, and obviously when Joe was good to have these people around you every weekend, or even though we were only 13, 14, we good old crack between us there going off horse and pony racing, and no, it still lasts. And
it's great to see the 3 of us have taken 3 different paths all into one industry. Joey Sheridan, obviously very successful flat jockey, yourself as a point-to-point jockey, an amateur jockey, and Sean Healy following the footsteps of his grandfather, uncle, and of course his father.
Yeah, no, it's great, and you know, it's, as I said, we're still all very close there, and it's nice there. We all have different things to talk about with each other anyway. So no, it's good, and go long may it last.
Your father, as you mentioned, loves his racing now after giving up the cigarettes and everything, and he plays a big role in point to points with Bull to point to point, as he's the chairman.
He does, yeah. No, it's something that he's very passionate about. He always has been, and it's nice. Even as for me, I love going racing. I love going point to point, and it's nice that the family and my mother and father can go and enjoy it as well, just as much as I do. So yeah, no, it's great.
How does a young Cork man end up then in County Wexford?
They put in a new road there past the new Ross bypass there, and it definitely.
It's not many Cork men come out to come to Wexford.
No, it definitely encouraged me anyway. But I suppose just going racing and seeing the calibre horse that was coming out of Wexford, you know, I was very intrigued by it. I always seen the likes of Barry O'Neill and Rob there going and winning 4-year-olds, and I wanted to be a part of it, you know. So I took a few mornings out of my week. Obviously I was riding out for Jimmy Mangan and a few other local lads, but I wanted to be in Wexford, and I came and I met James, and he said there's no bother, come down any Friday school, and I came in and I started school, and then I just kept coming back, and just I suppose like anywhere, if you put in enough hard work, you'll get repaid. And James is very good to me. He stuck me up on a few very nice horses, and everything clicked, and I'm here ever since. So I'm delighted. I
remember when you used to travel up and down, you did, and then it wasn't long then before you became full-time here. And you don't just ride out here. I know you're a fairly modest young man, but you do play a huge role here in Baltimore Stables in terms of helping James with the training and the placing of the horses, and you know, that's important to you, isn't it?
No, definitely. I think you know, you need, for a yard to run smoothly, you need good staff, and it's not a one-man show. You know, there's a lot of lads there behind the scenes, like Mark Flood and Shane Butler, who's riding now as well, and you know, there's plenty of others there, from vets to farriers. Everyone keeps the show running, especially when you're dealing with big numbers. So it's nice to be able to come in and help feed up or sweep down the yard or do something anyway, especially when you're able to go to the races Sunday and enjoy a nice spin off a 4-year-old or even a winner. And it's nice to be able to play your part in, you know. And
of course James's sister Ellen plays such a huge role in the background, running the show in the office.
Yeah, again, Ellen, sure, she's a very hard worker, and it's, you know, everyone gives her plenty of recognition for it, you know. There's things there that most of us will never know how to do or will never want to do, and they're the things Ellen will do, and she does. So again, it's not a one-man show, you know. There's a big old team there, and it keeps the ball rolling. And yeah,
you are, I don't know your exact height. What height are you?
6'5".
Quite tall, aren't you? You know, and you're only young, 22 years of age. How do you manage the weight at such a tall height?
There's, I suppose, eat healthy as well as you can. Yeah, but I don't know. I've never really struggled, okay. And I'm not going to say I don't go and enjoy myself, or that I'm stuck in a sauna every day, because I'm not, you know. And I think if I was doing that every day, I wouldn't be enjoying it, and I probably wouldn't be doing it. But it's not a bother to me yet, and I don't start panicking or worrying about it yet anyway, if I don't need to, you know. So it's not on me back. It's not something that's in the back of my mind or anything. So if I can keep on doing what I'm doing for another couple of years, then I'll be happy enough.
But when you're on a horse, you don't notice that with you, you know, and that's a compliment, you know. You don't look like a tall fella on a horse. A lot
of it goes back to the likes there of back to the days I was pony racing, and I had good people like Liam Healy watching me, and even I used to get rubs off Joey Sheridan, because he was a small tidy lad, and he, you know, just small rubs now, they were harmless, but you know, when you had them people around you, you know, just to tell you, maybe you actually look better riding longer than you do shorter because you're a tall lad.
Yes.
Or even, you know, if you if you just maybe drop your shoulder, small little bits, but it definitely helped. And you know, as I said, I was lucky enough that I was hearing all this probably when I was a bit younger, and
rather than later on.
Yeah, exactly. I grew up with the thinking the right thing, and you know what I mean. It definitely helped, and no, that's what I mean. It, right people on your side is definitely a bonus.
Big thing for you was, of course, winning the Novice Riders title 2 years ago. 15 winners that season to win it, and you won it by quite a few winners. You did. That's a huge start in your riding career to win that title.
Yeah, it was great. It was. I said once I took out my point-to-point licence that I'd love to be champion novice at least, then, because anything after that is very, very.
It's all a bonus.
Yeah, it's all a bonus. But you know what I mean. I was trying to be realistic as well. You know, I says we'll give it a good shot. I had great support from everyone. I was giving Tom Keaton a day a week as well, and he was supporting me, and I was giving Caroline McLadden up the north a day, and she was supporting me, and Joe, we had plenty of luck together, and she's still supporting me. So at the time it was such a privilege to be winning such a prestigious title, and you know, it really got the ball rolling. It put my name out there.
People recognise then who you are because of winning that.
Exactly. I was going from the boys into the men, and you definitely realise the difference between the boys category and the men's category. But
absolutely.
No, it's brilliant, and it's great for a young jockeys, young amateurs starting off, that the Novice Riders series is there, and
it gives them so many opportunities. Doesn't
definitely
it?
in the Novice Riders races. Like without them, you could go weeks without having a ride. But it's just the fact that there's one every weekend, nearly every weekend, whether it's an open lightweight or a winners race or an older geldings, and it's definitely a massive help to younger riders getting started. Obviously, I wouldn't expect that at the time starting off to be just thrown up on a good expensive 4-year-old or an expensive 5-year-old with no experience. So it was lovely to be able to get
that ground.
Yeah, get loads of experience riding in them Novice Rider races, and still getting experience now in the bigger and better races.
And of course, it's gone, like, you've rode winners on the track, and you've 34 point-to-point winners to your name as it is, and that's only going to, over the next few years, going to keep growing. It is. What are you looking forward to most at the season ahead? Is it just obviously winners on the board, but I know those 4-year-olds really get you excited then.
To do the 4-year-olds, and nearly seeing what the 4-year-olds go on to do afterwards. You know, it's nice when you get it right, when you have a 4-year-old and you really like him, and he goes out and he does what you'd be expecting him to do. But it's even better to see him going on and doing more on the track. You know, point-to-points are so competitive at the moment, and I think the results on the track in both Ireland and England are really reflecting back on that. You know, there was 129 graded races won this year by former Irish point-to-point horses. 29 of them were grade 1s and 35 of them were grade 2s. So I think that's enough to back up anyone that says, you know, these point-to-point races are competitive. And as I said, it's the best is seeing the horses going on and improving afterwards again, and actually turning into the grade 1 and grade 2 winners, and that'll really get you hyped up for it.
Absolutely. You will be busy then with James in the fall, as you mentioned. He said to me this morning he probably has about 15 or 16 horses for the fall before obviously the 3-year-old start in the new year. Any particular horse that stands out there that might have had a run that you're looking forward to?
There's an Order of St. George there. He was third first time out in Old Town. That
was behind the horse of JP's, that one?
Yeah, yes. That's right. An ultra competitive race. The ground probably just went against him a small bit. There was a good shower of rain that morning before racing, and there was a heavy amount of rain the night before, and we took the chance, and we weren't probably a million miles wrong because he ran a blinder. But I think if if we get a bit of nicer ground for him, I think he'll be one to watch. He's after mentally, he's a lot better, and he's just a stronger old frame. And again, I don't think he'll actually need to improve much off the run.
Yeah.
I thought it was an ultra competitive race, and I think he'll be thereabouts when he runs again.
Good. Well, we'll keep an eye out for him, and very best of luck for the season, and hopefully plenty of winners on board, but most importantly 4-year-old winners, and stay in one piece.
Thanks, Will. So.